Okay, so having completed Practical Team Sports 1 and Practical Team Sports 2, we're now on to number 3. Alright, this is about analysing again, but it's about analysing somebody else's performance. So what we've got is, and I'll show you where to find them in a minute, is some video footage of professional sports performers playing. Okay, and you're going to have to analyse those. Prior to doing that, what we have to do is identify the criteria. So we have to carry out 2 performance analyses using 2 different methods of assessment. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is the 2 different methods of assessment that you could use. So for example, we're going to do what's called a qualitative data collection sheet. You'll need to design this yourself. So if I was doing my topic on football, which would be highly likely, as it is the sport that God invented, I may perform a sheet. I might be looking at my team, which would obviously be Southampton, and I may have a simple collection sheet that looks a little bit like this. Pass completion, and that would be positive passes, so i.e. what that means is that they actually successfully make a pass, and then I'd have negative. Okay, I might do the same here for shots. I might have positive shots, and I might have negative shots. Obviously this would need to be done on a computer for you and would need to be a little bit neater. Then when I'm watching the clip on YouTube, which I'll show you where to find, every time my team has a pass, if it goes to one of my teammates, I'd put a tally in there. If it didn't go to one of my teammates, it would be a negative pass, so I'd put the tally in there. You guys need to do this for a minimum of 4 different elements of the sport you're looking at. So if it's volleyball, it could be services, successful, non-successful. For if it's football, it could be shots, it could be passes, it could be headers, it could be anything you like. Okay? I'll identify the sports and then you pick the skills. You've only got to look at one sport for this. Okay? The other thing you need to do as well is when you finish watching the team play, you need to produce some qualitative data. Now what qualitative data is written work basically. So this is your quantitative, which is numerical. Your qualitative is your written. Okay, so as a team, you will then go on to analyse. For example, I've looked at passing and shooting. I'd write some comments on it. So my first comment I'd put as a bullet point. It might be something along the lines as, the passing was relatively successful through the team. However, the fullback Nick Holmes was horrendous and couldn't kick snow off a roof. Probably not using that phrase, something a little bit more technical. Okay? And then you'd go through to identify probably about 8 or 9 different bullet points looking at similar tactics or skills that you've looked at within your quantitative analysis. Alright? So, if we come over this way, I'll show you then where we get these clips from. So if you go onto Chai Online, as you would normally, log on to your normal page. We go into General, Course Announcements, and then if we go here, it says Practical Team Sports Footage, posted by myself. Alright? If you click on that, you'll see that there are 3 different sports you can pick from. There's a volleyball match there, there's a wet ball match you can use, England versus Wales, or probably the best thing in the world is the football one, and what we've got there is a little bit of a football match going on, which was England-Germany not so long ago. For the England-Germany game, we only need you to analyse 20 minutes, okay, so you can select the 20 minutes that you want to for this sport. I'd probably select the last 20 because it's when we started smashing them about the park. Okay, specifically going to the latter stages of the game, you'll see all of a sudden England turned on the gas and took the game to them. Okay, so the last 20 minutes would be a good one to do. With regards to the rest of the assignment, if we come back over here and we look at how it's laid out, all you need to do following that is the evidence that you'll need to provide will be your quantitative data collection sheet, your written comments, which will need to be typed up, again looking at the 20 minutes of the game, okay, whether it's the volleyball, netball or football, and then what you need to go on to do is step 3, okay, which is prepare a presentation. Alright, so the presentation will basically be some form of PowerPoint or maybe something more complex if you want to, but preferably PowerPoint makes it easier for us, which makes it really easy to understand. So you're going to present this as if you were presenting it to, or design it as if you were going to present it to the England coach, okay, it was Roy Hodgson at the time, or the netball coach, and who knows who that was and who cares. So you present that data to them, alright, so we'll talk a little bit about it, it will identify, and you'll justify what was good and what was bad, and that again will be done in a bullet point fashion, okay. So within your presentation you should have a copy of your quantitative data, your table, you should have a copy of your qualitative data, which is your little written comments about the specific skills, and then you'll draw general conclusions and say why you think they were good and why you think they were bad and what they need to do different within the next time. You won't actually need to present this, So all that information will need to be covered within the PowerPoint document. Any problems, just email Nick at nicolaholmes@chichester.ac.uk. Thanks.